What is up, people? Well, 8 for 8 so far on the last 3 years trading these futures. Alcoa came out, and as I was saying, there's really no reason to be going long into this earnings season. Because this is the proving ground. We are now going to be able to put up or shut up. As much as I believe that the government is in control and the stock market will never go down ever again, when I say that it won't go down, maybe that's an irresponsible statement because there will be down days on our collision course with Dow 20,000 and the end of the world rally. The end of the world rally that began about a few weeks ago. And I was watching CNBC the other day. Yeah, I watched CNBC. And some gentleman came on wearing a suit after the accolades and credentials were saying when they introduced him, gentleman, blah, blah, runs a something, something hedge fund, and he's done this, that, and the other thing over the few years. He's been in the business for 20 years, so what do you have to say? And this gentleman went on to say why the market will go up. And he said exactly what I said about a week and a half ago. And he was a bald man, so I'm thinking maybe he had some sort of psychic connection with me, or maybe he actually watched my show. Of course, he wouldn't give Mr. Krull over here any credibility. But what I was trying to tell you, and why I believe the market won't go down for any extended period of time ever again, or at least till December of 2012, is because the market in March of '09, when we were at the height of fear, and the Dow went from 10,000 to 6,500, that was a panic, okay? Now, what we know is the V bottom, which is basically, sometimes it happens quickly, but this V bottom took a year to do. What I was saying was that from 14,000 down to 10,000 was understandable. Dow got cut 40%, and not exactly 40%, but Dow got cut 4,000 points because of the recession, because of the housing bubble being burst and all the illegalities done by our so-called geniuses on the street coming up with these fantastic products to put our money into that nobody understood and nobody cared as long as the market went up. But then the market started going down. But from 10,000 down to 6,500 was full-blown panic. The idea that America was going out of business. America, the nation that can't be effed with. You like that? America, a country that's risen from the ashes time and time again. People thought this was going to be different. This was going to be the time where revolution would take hold. Fighting in the streets. Swords, steeds, full-blown Armageddon. And once Armageddon was taken off the table, all we've done was make that panic points back. And now we're back to 10,600 or what. So those points were just fart in the wind. And now, if we're to believe that we're on the road to recovery and America is back being number one, the country that won't be effed with, then there's no reason that we can't have smooth sailing up back to 14,000 and then continue on upward to 20,000 by December 2012. I know, it's absurd. Absurd, isn't it? Gold going to 2,000, oil to 200. How can you say this stuff? How can you say it? But here's what's going to happen now. All these companies that have made 200, 300, 400% gains off those lows, now's the time to put up or shut up. So why would you want to be involved right now? Guessing what they're going to say on these earnings reports. You don't know. It's a guess. You don't know what they're going to say. How many people were pounding the table on Alcoa? And for all I know, the stock could reverse and go green and we could end up 175 points today. That's why we're traders. I'm not going to be going short at the open here. But you know what we were doing yesterday? As much as I thought the market was going to never go down ever again, I was telling you to short those coal stocks because they were reversing down. Reversals, momentum, stop losses. All you need to know. So as much as I want to believe that the market's going to sell off, because as you know, I still own the quid. I mean, I'm hedged up the reading. I'm hedged beyond belief by selling puts and selling calls against the quid, selling puts on the Qs and selling calls against the quid. So at this point, if I could just get them to go up another point, I would probably be breaking even at this point. I do want to sell off. I'd like to get flat on this quid eventually. And maybe it'll happen over the next couple of days. Maybe panic will ensue. Maybe Intel won't save the day. But now these earnings are coming out, and all these companies have to now readjust. Okay? Now everyone's thinking, especially Oliver Velez. Anybody know who Oliver Velez is? World-renowned Oliver Velez. Best-selling book, Oliver Velez. Stock market guru, Oliver Velez. Who people were, what was the word that they were used? I was posting some of my videos on Oliver Velez's Facebook page, and somebody said that they were appalled. And I had the audacity to put my foul-mouthed video on his page, this good man's page. So Oliver Velez says that Alcoa is a double from here. So that was at 16, 17. So he's thinking Oliver Velez believes that Alcoa is going to go to $32 a share. So right now Oliver Velez is completely wrong. At the moment, for all I know, is it could go to $32 a share because he's a genius and he's done some sort of fundamental analysis. Was Oliver telling us to buy Alcoa at $5 a share or $6 a share, $7 a share? I don't know. But what I do know is if you check the tapes, let's go to the videotape. Who was telling you to buy GE at $6? Who was telling you to buy US Steel at $20? This guy right here. Who was telling you to buy PCX at $5? This guy. How about the HIG at $4 or $5? How about the HIG at the 14? I could go on and on and on. But, of course, you could throw it back in my face. Did you do it? In a sense, I did do it. Buying 100 or 200 shares. Measly, I know. Piker-esque. But I did do it. I made some money. Of course, thinking the market was going to go down a little bit there in July and August, I destroyed my year by buying 10,000 quid and getting stuck in it like a retard, which disqualified all my other credentials. But, like I said, and if you bought puts on Alcoa, I don't even know if you'd be making money right now because they were so juiced up. So what I say is stay safe, stay liquid, and that's what you have to do. All right then. Good luck to you today. I would not be shorting at the open. I will be sitting back and watching the first 15-20 minutes, and I'll be looking for some reversals. Stocks that are staying green, stocks that are red going green. Simple as that. Got my red sweater on. I am kind of hoping that we have a down 250 kind of day, and NASDAQ down 75 would be sweet. Baidu going down 40, Google down 50. Get it out of the way. Get it out of the way, and we'll start building up from there. Well, all right. Take care.